Joseph here. Before I start talking about these two Gettysburg programs, you got the full version on the right and the cut down version on the left. Read the stats right below where you see package 7 on that internet site there, on that website. Between the heart related deaths per year and the cancer deaths, stroke, obesity deaths per year, and diabetes related deaths per year, in the United States alone, just the United States of America, that's over 1,700,000 deaths per year. And it starts all over again. For example, cancer. There's a cancer death every minute, 24 hours a day. The United States of America is supposed to have the best health facilities on the earth. Okay? The best health programs on the earth. But with those stats right there, something's wrong somewhere. I'm telling you, something's wrong. Okay? In the book, I cover 60 alternative therapies. And even eating something as simple as eating the right foods is an alternative therapy. Okay? One of the 60. In the book, in both those books, let me go back to the big book. The big book, full version on the right, that book got so big I had to make a cut down version. That's why I got the cut down version on the left. It's like a teaser copy. Anyway, the Gettysburg Programs, when you're going to get both of these, the Gettysburg Programs, they're leaning real heavily towards alternative therapies, and they're trying to make you think that there are alternate ways for you to be vibrantly healthy besides conventional medicine of drugs and surgery, you know. And I'm living proof of some of this stuff that I put in the book. Let me give you an example. Since I was a kid, as long as I can remember, I've suffered from super bad back spasms. They were so bad that they would take my breath away. They hurt so bad. And sometimes, for example, right before I got out of the military, I was stuck in my truck. I had a B-2200 Mazda truck. I was in Milledgeville, Georgia, and I was in the back of an apartment where I lived. I was in the parking lot back there. And I was actually stuck in my truck because I couldn't move, because every time I tried to move just a little bit, the spasms would just take over my back and they hurt so bad, you know. I was just stuck in my truck for a good 45 minutes or so. And those spasms, they just wouldn't quit for about a good week and a half, 2 weeks, you know, and they finally wear off the body, I guess. So when I was doing this research on the Gettysburg program after I got out of the service, I stumbled upon a lot of data, a lot of data. This Gettysburg program took me 4.5 years to write, 4.5 years. But anyway, I discovered one herb. And that herb, I'll tell you what it is right now. It's cayenne pepper. It's not that paprika crap you buy in the store. That's worthless stuff. When I say cayenne pepper, it's got to have a high SHU rating. SHU stands for Scoville heat units, meaning it's hot. So what I did when I was reading up about cayenne pepper, I said, I'm going to try this stuff. So what I did, I got cayenne pepper rated at 150,000 Scoville heat units, 150,000 SHU, and I put them in little capsules, okay? And I took 4 capsules. I was suffering from back spasms, and I took 4 capsules, put them in my mouth, and I drank a couple glasses of water with it. And I tell you what, I was amazed. Within hours, I started feeling better. When I got up the next morning, I was perfect. So since then, I've supplemented my diet with cayenne pepper. But over the years, the back spasms never came back. They never returned. Now, sometimes when I feel like I might have something, I'll put some combination of cayenne pepper, black pepper, and sea salt together, and I put it in a little bottle, and I add it to my food, and I'm good to go. So that's a true historical, story about using one simple herb, and I talk about all kinds of stuff in there about what people are doing all over the world. Hey, listen, I'm trying to help you out. If you don't buy nothing from me, hey, fine. But let me give you a website right now that you can go to of what people are doing all around the world to remedy their maladies. Because, they probably went to the doctor, and what the doctor gave them didn't work as far as conventional medicine, drugs, and surgery. So what they're doing, they're recording all the stuff they're doing for their malady from A to Z. You'll be there for hours and hours reading about what all these people are doing. And the website is called is www.earthclinic.com. I'm not getting a dime for saying this, for endorsing this website. They don't even know I exist. It's www.earthclinic.com. Just go to that website and check it out. If you got chronic headaches, go to the website. Type in headaches, type in migraine headaches, whatever, and you see what all these people are doing all around the world, what they're doing to remedy their headaches that they've had for years, or anything you can think of. Okay, just type it in there. And like I said, you'll be there. There's so much data that you'll be there for hours. This is what these two books are about. It's about learning or thinking about going alternative. Because, hey, I got nothing against doctors. They're smart people. They're 1,000 times smarter than I am. But they don't have all the answers. That's a fact. They don't have all the answers. They're trained on conventional medicine of drugs and surgery. Okay? As a matter of fact, I just got out of the hospital a couple months ago. I got hit with a triple whammy. I went to the hospital. I was sicker than a dog. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I always go for my own bag of tricks. When those fail, well, then I go see the doctor. And that's what I did. I was sick as a dog. Make a long story short, they hit me with a triple whammy. First of all, I got bit by a raccoon twice. So they thought I might have had rabies. So I had to do the rabies series shots. Second, it turns out I got infected by a tick. I got Lyme disease. So I had to take that regimen of drugs right there. And then they diagnosed me with diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Well, there you go. So I got home finally after about 3 or 4 days in the hospital, and I was still sick. As a matter of fact, I remember coming home, trying to catch up on my chores, especially inside the house. I'd work for a lousy 5, 10, 15 minutes max, and I was so messed up, I had to go take a 3 or 4 hour nap, get back up, do what I could, and go back and take another nap. And that's on top of the good 8 or 10 hours I was sleeping anyway. I eventually recovered from it, and so like I said, I got nothing against doctors, but you should, for your own health, look into alternative therapies. That's where this Gettysburg program comes into. There's 26 sections, and the books are huge. As a matter of fact, the big book was so huge, the one on the right, I couldn't publish it. I couldn't publish on demand it through CreateSpace because they said, hey, it's too big. So they said the max I can do is 630 pages. So I whittled it down to the little under 630 pages. I did not delete one word. All I did was change the font after about half the book to kind of shrink all the data into all those pages. So that's a pretty good size, hefty book. You see, look at the stats on the website there, how many word count and how many pages it is. But anyway, bottom line, I'm trying to help you out here. Go to that website at www.earthclinic.com. It's one of the best sites there is. I'm not getting a half a penny for endorsing those guys out there. I've been on that website several times, and hey, they got some good data, especially when it's coming from folks. Hey, I tried this, this, and this, and this is what helped me. Whatever it is, from A to Z. Okay, that's all I got to say about the Gettysburg program. I'm rattling on here. Go to the next video.